Hey everyone, so this is Veronica Mars, season 1, episode 4, called The Wrath of Khan. So, the case of the week is um, where Veronica helps this girl Wallace is into named Georgia. And um, she explains to them that about 2 or 3 weeks before coming to them, there's this guy named Carl who's supposed to be this trust fund kid, and he supposedly has his gambling problem, and he needed help with money until he could get his hands on his trust fund account on his 24th birthday, which was supposed to be in 2 weeks. But 2 or 3 weeks go by, and she still had, because she gave him $3,000, and what was supposed to happen was in 2 weeks she was supposed to get back $6,000. So but like I said, 2 or 3 weeks have gone by. She still hasn't heard from him at all. And Martin was like, "Yeah, nobody who's a trust fund kid will have this specific email address that it was sent from, because it was like Grantacula or something like, I don't remember, but something like with a G and several R's after it, and an A and an A. So it's like, um, so she calls this Carl to leave a voicemail posing as a girl named Amber. Um, so uh, Veronica eventually gets a call from this Carl and goes to meet him after school. And as she's trying to distract him, Wallace puts a tracker on his car so that way, um, when they finish talking, um, she can follow him. So she forgets that he asked her to pay him cash, um, and so they meet, scheduled to meet, um, to come back to that park the following day. So she follows him to this theater where they put on plays and stuff. Um, and after he's been there for several hours, he comes out, sees her, and well, first she finds his picture on this like kind of bulletin board thing behind glass, and his name is Jimmy Spain. So she sees on the back his acting credentials. At the top is the role for Carl in a show called Duped. So he comes out afterwards, and he gets told, everything that's going on. And he's like, "Look, here's the phone number that I got, or a call that I got from this phone number." So she calls that number on his phone. But as she explains to Wallace in like the next scene, it just goes to a payphone in a gaming club called Gameland, um, that doesn't actually accept incoming calls. So she has to go there later dressed up in, because apparently according to Little Wallace, there the guys there never really see uh, women much. So or if they do, it's like in the game and how they are in the game, not like actual women. So um, so she sees that there's this Grant or this Grantula uh, dressed there at the game, or at the game club or whatever. So she gets on his team and starts shooting him up to make him mad enough to stand up, which she does, and she steals his ID, finds out that he goes to San Diego State University, um, and she goes with Wallace there to to pose as a prospective incoming freshman. So she tries to go into the room and gets caught, obviously, because the alarm keeps beeping to the point that it sends Grant and his crony, I forgot what his name was, a text message if it doesn't get punched in a certain amount of time. So Veronica's like, well, she realizes that there must be something big going on in there. So she has Keith go to San Diego State, get into the room under false pretenses, of course, and plants a bug. So she eventually hears them punching the code and gets it written down so that when later when she comes back, later she gets to come back because Keith then calls Grant, posing as an admissions counselor, to show this prospective freshman, aka Wallace, to around campus. And so in exchange, he'll get free tickets to this upcoming Matrix game that's supposed to be released. So they accept. Ron goes to the room, starts taking apart the computer, then realizes that they have backup drives and stuff. So she ends up pouring his caffeine drinks on the backup drives, or what looks supposed to be his backup drives. So she takes his backup drives and leaves a note saying, note starts off saying, what they always do in their emails. So, um, so they go to the park where Veronica supposedly met the fake Carl, and they give Georgia her money back, plus what she was supposed to get back, like that's total like $6,000 or whatever. So and that's basically the case of the week. Two of the subplots are the fact that one, Troy keeps asking Veronica out on dates, specifically one of them being going to the homecoming dance, and she reminisces the entire episode about the last homecoming dance she had with Lily before she died. And throughout the episode, you see that you know they didn't actually go to the dance. They stayed out all night at the in the limo, drinking and stuff like that, and playing games like Never Have I Ever. And I mean, eventually, she does accept to go to the homecoming dance with Troy, and then going with Georgia and Wallace. And you see her exit the limo and go skinny dipping at the beach because she's never done that, as we saw in the flashback. And so that's why she does it, because she wants to sort of live up to one of the last things she said to Lily. Another sort of subplot is Logan is putting together this video for of Lily that shows, of what Lily's life was supposed to be like growing up, and it's supposed to be for this Lily King memorial that's supposed to be put in at the school, and pretty much while he's doing this, trying to do this, most of it, all of it is boring and it's not really capturing what Lily was like. So Veronica ends up giving him a video of the night they went to prom the year before, and and he incorporates some of that video into the video for her memorial and stuff like that, much to Celeste Caden's dismay. And at the end of it, we see Weevil crying, and we're wondering, like, why is he crying? If he never really had dealt with her much, why is he crying about her? So we'll see what goes on with Weevil and why he's crying over Lily some of the time. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.